It's finally here. The trailer for the Doctor Who BBC Centenary special, The Power of the Doctor, was released today, on Saturday the 8th of October at exactly 13:13 BST. The official Doctor Who accounts dropped the trailer for Jodie Whittaker's final adventure in the Doctor Who universe, before she regenerates into the next Doctor. Who will that be anyway? Either way, we've got a new short but sweet trailer that looks at new angles and what to expect from the special episode, airing on October 23rd via BBC One and BBC iPlayer. Now you're seeing some new trailer shots on screen right now. Sadly we can't show you the full trailer due to BBC copyright restrictions here on YouTube. However, if you click the link in the description below, we've got a link for where you can watch it without getting blocked. Then come back here and you can learn all the details for myself and the team here at Tardis Central. Greetings everyone, I'm Jack and welcome to Tardis Central. Now before we get into today's video, be a fan, hit that subscribe button and like button to never miss a video from myself and the team here at Tardis Central. We've got the latest Doctor news, lore and more leading up to the Centenary special, you don't want to miss it. But as always, please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, because if you're talking about Doctor Who, particularly this trailer, we want to hear about it, so get commenting. So let's jump straight into it. The trailer starts with the TARDIS chasing this bullet train in space, as noted by the accompanying synopsis. But it was also revealed alongside a brand new trailer. Who is attacking a speeding bullet train on the edge of a distant galaxy? So it would seem like the TARDIS crew are chasing after it to help the occupants of the train as it has been attacked. We also do see a later shot of the three of them rolling a ladder out of the TARDIS, presumably for the boarding operation. We also get to see two of the clips from the next time trailer released back in April, that was a long time ago. One where the Doctor stares down within a church-like building with the Doctor, I mean the Master, you get what I meant. This was connected with the Gates Art Centre filming back in October of last year, and this was of course later shown to be true by the most recent Doctor Who 582 coverage, which also lends the long-awaited certainty to the appearance of a Day of the Box marked the Master Props. Now we know he's in it. I was long debated as either legitimate or an elaborate decoy box to throw people who are hanging around off, but yep, guys, mark your box is better. We also have this more mysterious shot of a Master, who is bearded at this point, welcoming the Doctor to the end of her existence. With the synopsis release, we can finally also confirm the long-held suspicion by fans the Master is up to their old ways of disguising themselves, masquerading as none other than Rasputin. The synopsis rather interestingly notes, and just what holds does the marasmic Rasputin have over Tsar Nicholas in 1916 Russia. So one has to wonder if Tsar Nicholas will physically appear in this episode, and if so, who's going to be playing him? Kate Stewart, head of unit, is heard over footage of volcanic eruptions saying that world seismologists have been taken, along with 15 of the world's most valuable paintings. During this, we also do see Ace staring at a blank wall, likely where one of those paintings would have been. Breaking this down, the volcanic activity is perhaps somewhat reminiscent of a third Doctor story, Inferno, in which that Doctor had to stop the Earth from plunging into calamity. It's unlikely to say the two stories would be connected, but it does rather raise the question, is a similar disaster being brought on or brought forth on Earth during this episode? The taking of the most valuable paintings, mentioned here in the dialogue, is more than just theft, of course, but as released in the synopsis, someone is also defacing them. We've got a suspicion about that. Looking close at the earlier shot of the Doctor confronting the Master in the church, behind her, out of focus, looks like it's some kind of artwork. We think this could be one of the stolen paintings, and would also make sense one of the previous indication that Sophie Aldred in a Doctor Who magazine interview that she filmed scenes inside a museum in Bristol. Hey, that's where we are. Additionally, Kate is actually reporting to the Doctor and Yaz. If you watch close as we slow down this footage, you can see them behind her as she comes down the staircase. The staircase of Unit HQ, that is. A photo's also been released of Tegan and Ace going up the same staircase, and as we know, this location is Hodge House on Cardiff. If Kate has had a lot on her mind with these mysterious disappearances, it is plausible that she would need to call up more help than just the Doctor to solve the mystery. Next up, we have a shot of the Doctor and Yaz together on a barren looking planet. Previously seen in the Empire exclusive shot, this planet seems to be given quite a focus on the episode. Given the barren nature and the blue tones, we have to wonder if it might be perhaps a planet of burnished rage, previously seen in use as a prison zone for Swarm in the Halloween Apocalypse, otherwise known as Doctor Who Flux. There is this massive explosion on a huge building. It could be the exterior of Unit HQ, but look a bit different from the used location, and will we be seeing its destruction? Or perhaps it's one of the museums that the paintings have been stolen from. Looking closely, some sort of emblem can be seen on the front of the building, but we can't quite make it out. This is followed by Dan landing on the bullet train as well. We do have a promotional picture previously released of Dan in his spacesuit with a bullet hole in his helmet. Firstly, we have to wonder who is taking these shots of him, or taking shots at him. It doesn't look like a blast like you'd expect from a Cyberman or Cybermaster, and presumably Vinder's gun hasn't started firing Earth bullets. We have seen one person with a gun, and we know in these scenes it's Yaz. Back in the Next Time trailer, we saw her with a gun in her hand pointing at someone, which also reappears as a shot in this trailer, revealing that she does take aim at the Master. Or rather the Doctor, I don't know, I say it's the Master, Jamie who wrote the script think it's the Doctor. I wrote the Master down. Anyway, why would she shoot Dan though? Well, the synopsis did note that the Master will, as Rasputin, be getting rather mesmeric. Mesmeric? There you go. We think rather than just being about the Master's charisma, the Master could be re-employing his old skills of hypnosis and manipulation. Hypnosis, that's what I meant to say. Back in the last story of the classical era, Survival, during which Ace met the Master, that incarnation did use these skills to his advantage, to convince the young Midge to obey him. It is possible that the encounter with the Master in the Tardis will happen first, during which the Master will hypnotize Yaz and she'll then fire a shot at Dan. Either way, more importantly, given the distinct lack of other shots of Dan, apart from the on-location spotting of scenes during filming, which did feature Graham aka Bradley Walsh, will he be getting out of a bullet train safely if his helmet is broken? Next, a new shot of the TARDIS on some sort of mushroom world is seen. Looking carefully at this one, there seems to be some sort of flares in the background, and some flashing lights upon the ground. Also, the TARDIS windows at the front are transparent. Perhaps after either the Daleks fireworks scene and Legend of the Sea Devils underwater viewing scene, the Doctor and Yaz have decided to view a fireworks display on another planet and change the windows. Now oddly, during another scene in the TARDIS, a Dalek is seen transmitting a message to the Doctor. Why would a Dalek be doing this? Well, that's the question that the synopsis has also presented, saying, why is a Dalek trying to make contact with the Doctor? Just from another POV shot, it seems like it's damaged or being hacked, but it's hard to say for sure and could be the Master up to his old tricks. But we do get a shot of the Daleks mining, it would seem, which raises a potential callback. Back in 1964's The Dalek Invasion of Earth and 1966 Daleks Invasion Earth 2150 AD, the Daleks were seen mining towards the centre of the Earth, so they could utilise the core of the planet in the former and to a place in the latter. Given that a mining operation that deep in the planet would cause damage to the planet and cause volcanic disruptions, it is possible this is the reason for the volcanic shot we've seen in the earlier bit. It would certainly be a fitting nod back to one of the earliest Dalek stories of the Doctor Who universe, and also being one of the previous feature-length adventures that just came out earlier this year again. This might also fit with a later shot that appears to be someone avoiding gunfire as they climb up some sort of shaft. Perhaps rather than a lift shaft, it could be one of the mine shafts of the Daleks. Oh, by the way, before I forget, we did see in the Next Time trailer Ace combating a Dalek with an iconic bat. Now this is likely linked to the scene in these deep dark caves as well. Next up, we see Vinder on a barren planet communicating with the use of some sort of improvised device built into an Earth phone, standing outside the TARDIS. It's possible that the Doctor, needing all the help she can get, she'll have to create some means for all of those involved in saving the day to get in touch with each other and save the day. Ace and Tegan can be seen in the trailer, this time they're defending themselves against Ashad and his Cyber Legion. It's an extended shot from the first trailer, revealing who they're shooting back at. Ace is also seen parachuting into a building, perhaps where the Tegan is if they're under siege from the Cybermen. Sadly we don't get much of them in this trailer apart from the earliest shot of the painting and this one. Now the Doctor and Yaz also find themselves in this mysterious looking barren world. Honestly, to me it looks somewhat like an asteroid. Again, we are thinking of a burnished rage. However, there appears to be a futuristic looking city above them, perhaps related to the Cybermen. Now it could be ruined remains of buildings that were built in the times before Storm destroyed all life there in his battle. The same would appear a few times in the trailer, and we've also got a promotional image of a Doctor and a TARDIS in the same world. Now speaking of the TARDIS, it gets really strange for a second. Another shot reveals there are two TARDISes in the same location. So who does the other one belong to? Well, one is the Doctor's, but this might confirm another Doctor, likely the fugitive Doctor played by Joe Martin. Maybe not. If we look closer during the shot of Vinder, one TARDIS has orange reddish lighting coming from the windows. Now this would actually fit with the first story in which Tegan appeared, Logpolis, in which the Master changed his TARDIS to look like a police box too. During that story, however, both TARDISes end up on the same spot after the Doctor materialised their TARDIS on top of the Master's. Could we in for the same recursive space-bending trouble? It is Doctor Who after all. In another shot, after Yaz talks to the Doctor about something being a trap, we do see a police box door sign that displays, ha ha ha, likely a clue to the Master toying with the Doctor. Looking at the glass and background, it is the same moon like the planet again, so it would fit this theory, I guess. It does raise the question of the shots we see in the pair running away from laser gunfire, potentially the Cyber Masters. We can just manage to see in the trailer that they are running towards a police box, but is it their own or with potential decoy? And come to think of it, if the outside looks just like 13's, who's to say the inside isn't as well? That would mean perhaps the scene of Yaz holding the master at gunpoint is actually inside the Master's TARDIS. Does that make sense? I hope it does. A rather large space thing can be seen, perhaps the most mysterious element of the trailer. It's sort of a cross between a light ball and a jellyfish, but it's floating on this planet and taking aim at something, firing a red beam of energy into what looks like a rock, but we don't know what it is. With the shot of the two planets slugging it out via what appears to be weapons fire, many are wondering if this is related to the previous Doctor Who material. One theory that's already making the rounds via social media is if the planet in question is actually Mondas, the original homeworld of the Cybermen. As Twitter users are pointing out, two twin planets which are very similar. But we did see Mondas destroyed in the very first Regeneration story in 1966, the 10th planet, as it was absorbed into too much power. Perhaps the Master has somehow brought back Mondas to start a new race of Cyber Masters, hence the Doctor and Master confronting each other, therefore leading to both TARDISes in the same place, as well as what we mentioned above. But how would the Master do that? Well, perhaps with the help of time itself to resurrect it. We already know that Ashad is back, and alternate possibilities of the new Mondas built using remains of the dead Gallifrey. After all, we know that planet is lying empty after the Timeless Children, and we've never known the Master not use things they've had to hand. The other interesting thing, however, is that both Earth and the Twin Earth that appear to be firing each other can be seen above the skyline of the mushrooms, showing that this view will likely be the TARDIS crew while they're on the mushroom planet. So there we have it, the final trailer of the Doctor Who special episode. Originally this was titled the Centenary special, but we now know it as the power of the Doctor. It will be a sad goodbye for Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor, however it does signal the start of the next era of the Doctor Who universe. This is a feature-length special episode. We've got Jodie Whittaker, Mandip Gill, John Bishop, Sophie Eldred, Janet Fielding, and of course, Sacha Dhawan. Of course, we know there are some more surprises in store and potentially other actors or actresses turning up in the show as well. Don't forget this episode airs on October 23rd, which is a Sunday. You can watch the full episode via BBC One and BBC iPlayer. Myself and the team here at TARDIS Central can't wait to bring you the full breakdown and review of the episode, plus other videos in the following weeks. We know you're going to love it, and we can't wait to see what's in store for upcoming episodes. Are you excited for Jodie Whittaker's final episode as the Doctor? Perhaps you're sad to see her go, or are you excited for the next adventure in the Doctor Who universe? Let us know what you think in the video comment section below. But if you do want to keep up to date on all the latest Doctor Who news, lore and more, make sure to hit that subscribe button to never miss a video from myself and the team here at TARDIS Central. You can also follow us on social media, where we've just hit 1,000 followers on Twitter by the way, but we'll give you daily updates on the Doctor Who universe. For now, I've been Jack, thank you for watching, and we'll see you very, very soon.